Hello, hello everyone. Welcome to the practical area of our tutorial lesson, how to download. Today, here we have our search engine open, and we can either use the search engine bar in the center of our window or that which is found up at the top right corner of our browser. And here we are typing. We're going to search in a particular search engine, and we want to search the site YouTube. So just type YouTube, press enter, and it loads up search options. So right now we took the first one, www.youtube.com, and there it is. It's loading. And after it's loaded, we'll realize that there's a search bar up, and we can click in it and choose what we want to search, Windows 98, and click enter, press enter, and several options are given us, but we have to be mindful of certain things when we're choosing what we want to download in YouTube, especially the duration of the file we find, and also its title. Several files have titles and durations. Some of them, in some other cases, we have to be mindful of the year those files were uploaded. So we are scrolling up and down, and we're looking for a particular file. If it's not found in the options that were given us, we can either change the title of our search and search all over again. So right now we're scrolling, seeing several things, but we have to be mindful of what we want. As such, we scroll down slowly, surely, looking for something, and we see a Windows 98 running in Pentium 2. That's not what we want. And when we reach the bottom, we can go back to the top and add Windows 98 installation and boot. So we click and boot, and there it loads, because that's what we really want right now. So we have options. We are mindful, just like I said earlier, of the title of a search or of the file and its duration. Secondly, we'll also be looking in subsequent times or the year the video was uploaded in the YouTube database. So we scroll down, looking at several options, and we realize we're not getting exactly what we want. So we are going back to the top, and we're choosing Windows 98 installation and boot. There we let it load slowly, and after it finishes to load, we have to realize that in YouTube, movies or videos have to load before playing. So if your connection is not good, you have to let those movies load. So to let them load, you can either come down to the buttons and pause to let it load while doing something else, or you play it normally, but I'll prefer that you pause it and let it load. So you go now to the address bar and click. There you see the URL of this particular video, Windows 98 installation and boot, highlighted into blue. So that is what we are going to use when we want to download this video, the URL. So we copy it. It's what we are going to be copying. So we right click and take copy, or we just use Ctrl+C as keyboard shortcut on our board. Minimize all that and go to our desktop. on our desktop, we'll find YouTube Downloader HD, which is a pre-installed software that helps us to download YouTube movies or YouTube files. So you should be mindful of certain things, be careful, don't forget to just copy it, a URL, the video URL, which you're going to paste in a particular bar right now. But before then, we're going to look at several other things. We look at download, the download options available, the download formats available. We have the MP4, the FLV, HD, medium quality, and so on, or full HD. So if you don't know what those things mean, don't bother about them, just use the default one which was given you, which is FLV, video HD 360p, and you have the ability to convert here from FLV to AV or from FLV to MP4. But such things require a lot of RAM space and a lot of system speed, so you don't bother about them. All what you do is be mindful of the video URL which you have here, and you must be careful, the video must be playing for you to copy its URL. So after copying it, you paste it in the video URL bar that you have, and you get to know the location. So you browse your computer and choose a location wherein you want to save the YouTube file. Right now we are in C user JK documents, so we go to, we want to save our file in computer drive D, and there's a folder which was previously created named YouTube. So that is wherein we want to save our file. So we have it now, drive D, folder YouTube. So we come down and click download. After we see the status is start downloading, and it gives us the duration of the download, which goes on second after second, and we have a progress bar which tells us the amount of the file we are downloading that has already been downloaded. It does that in percentage. Right now it's at 0%, and by the end of the download it will be at 100%. So if your file downloads 30%, you're going to watch 30% of that file. If your file is 100 minutes and it downloads 30%, you're going to watch only 30 minutes of it. So going back to our browser, we open a new tab, and I believe we're going to be searching something about the second part of our video or our download options tutorial, which is Utorrentz. But right now we realize that in our YouTube Downloader HD, the file has been downloaded to a certain amount, and we have already 14% of it done. Windows 98 installation and boot is the name of our file, don't forget. And be careful with the extension, which is FLV. It means it requires an FLV player. FLV stands for flash video. So the progress now is already 19%, and the FLV is needed. The FLV player is needed for these files to play. So back here we can either use a Google center bar search engine, or we use the top right, or say the top right side of our search engine. So we type in here, either here or up. And now we should be careful with something. You see here you have Google. When you type in Utorrentz, torrents.com, and you press enter. But be careful, you have several search engines which are available. You can type it in both locations and you take search torrents. But going back up there, you have Google, and you also have Yahoo, Bing, Amazon, eBay, Twitter, Wikipedia, which are all the search engines at the top. You make sure before you type up there that it is at Google. It must be at Google for you to search in Google. If it's at eBay, then you're searching in something else. Remember, we click Yahoo, it changes. Click Google, it changes. So be careful with the icons. You must know the Yahoo icon and the Google icon. So we have Utorrentz already. Click the first option, Google Utorrentz, and we'll let it load. It's still loading, and now we have our Utorrentz homepage open, and it has a search bar. The search bar is wherein we're going to be typing the name of the file, game, video, whatever we want to search is typed in the search bar. And we have to be mindful of something, which is the existence of what we want to search. If you're searching something abstract which is not found in the search engine, in the torrent search engine, you are not going to have it. So be careful what you type. Make sure what you type is in existence and it's found in the Utorrentz database. But don't be afraid, the Utorrentz database is a very rich database. You can see Utorrentz is a free, fast and powerful mega search engine, combining results from dozens of torrent search engines, including indexing 23,501,317 active torrents from 94,517,916 pages in 35 domains. On 35 domains. So since the domains are so many, you'll discover later in this same video that we'll be choosing domains wherein we'll be finding our torrent files. So first of all, let's think of a file. We want to type Windows 8. Okay, we type in Windows 8. Good. And now we have Windows 8. After we press enter, and Utorrentz gives us options. Be careful never to choose the sponsored links. Sponsored links are not found in the Utorrentz database, so never you click the files which are under sponsored links. Rather, you'll see below 6,995 torrents which were downloaded presented in 0.0119 seconds. So those are the files you should be mindful of. Those which are in the sponsored link are not to be mindful of. So now we're going to be looking at several other things. First of all, the names of the files, which are as many as the Utorrentz page has, search engine has delivered them to us. So we should be careful whether they are applications, Windows applications, or software or apps, PC software, or videos or audios or ebooks or PDFs. So you look at the end of the name of each, at the end of the name of each file, and see if it's a game or an application, or a Windows application or a Mac application. Remember, files which are meant for Microsoft Windows cannot run on Mac operating systems. So you should be careful what you're downloading and why you're downloading. Secondly, you have to look at the size of the file. Here we have 4,464 megabytes. It was uploaded into the Utorrentz database or search engine last month. That's 1 month ago. You should also look at the time at which, that's how current the file is. The time it was uploaded tells you how current the file is. So you look at those things and you know what to choose and why you're choosing it. Then go and get some outdated stuff and say it's from Utorrentz. You got it. Now make sure you're current. That's the important thing with technology. Be current. Watch the sizes too. The sizes vary. You might have Windows 8 up at 4,200 megabyte, and below you have it at some other amount of megabyte. And look at this file, it was uploaded 19 hours ago. That shows how current that file is. And if you're going for something, you should go for something like that. But right now, that's not our point of interest. Our point of interest is a file with a very little size, which will suit the benefits of this tutorial. So we are looking for something of very little size. Right now we got this uploaded 2 days ago, 22 megabytes. Is still too much. it's not, it's a Windows 8 crack activator. I don't think that's small. We're gonna look at something else. Okay, we got something up here uploaded 1 month ago, not very current, but it's just a megabyte. I mean, it's gonna suit our purpose. It's AKM Spico V4.1 final Windows 8 and Office 2013 activator. So we click on it, we're clicking on it, and it's loading. While it's loading, we can be mindful of the number of pages Utorrentz is offering us as search pages. So right now we have several domains that have come up. We have the download direct, we have the 133.7x.org, and all of those on the same line are domains which are Utorrentz domains. Now, before you click a domain, you should look at, the name of your file. If that's the one you choose earlier, you should also look at the time, the time the file was uploaded in the sponsored link. That's the domain. And also we have this 152 uploaded 52 minutes ago. You can see how current it is, and it bears the name of our file, and it's found in the utorrentz.com. It's found in the utorrentz.com domain. So we can click on it. It will give us a new tab. It will open us a new tab. So click on it, and we have a new tab which is already open. So while it's loading, we make sure we let it load slowly, carefully, gently. Okay, loading. And now that it's loaded, we should be mindful that the name we have is the name of the file we choose in the torrents. So you look at the name carefully, and you look at the status. We have a status here. This torrent has been verified to be for real and without viruses. A category software, and the size is the 1 megabyte, and that is good. Another options too are found for you to read. It tells you the date when it was added in the utorrentz domain. It tells you several other things about the file you're about to download, so you don't download rubbish. People just download and they don't know what to download, whereas the information are before them and they don't know how to interpret them. Nevertheless, I believe you guys are intelligent and you're going to do the right stuff. And below now we see torrent download locations. What do you want to download? Do you want to download now? You want to download torrents, or you want to do a direct download? So downloading now simply means you're taking it right away, it passing through torrents. And now you can also take the torrents, so you have a torrent link that will link you to the domain, or you take a direct download, which is still the same as download now. There's another option which is magnet download, but we're going to look at that in another edition of our tutorial. So here we're taking download torrents. So it loads us our window that pops up. Voila. Now we have a window here. We should be mindful of something. It's asking us what we want to do with our file. That's the file up. Let's go back up. Never you check the box. Do this automatically for files from this side. Never check the box. It's best you leave it unchecked, because now you have the name of the file you want to download. You have it tells you it's a torrent. It gives you the size of the torrent, and now you have a question: what should Firefox do with this file? So you can either choose to open with torrents, uTorrents, or you save files. It's preferable to save, so we take OK. After checking save, now a window pops up and the file is downloading. It's downloaded complete. It's at the top. So when you double click on it, you're going to have the Utorrentz software which was pre-installed in your system pop up. So double clicking on it, and that's it. Utorrentz software pre-installed pops up, and we have a pre-window. That's a pre-download window that is before us, and in that pre-download window we have to choose the location wherein we want to save the file. So which going to browse our system, browse, and there we have another windows. We go to choose where we want to save a file, computer. In a particular drive, it should be drive D. Here in this case we have a folder already created called all torrent downloads, and that's wherein we want to download the torrent files. So we just take select folder, that's all. And now we have the all torrents downloads, and now the name of the file follows, which will obviously be in a folder. So therefore we have now the number of files to download, 3 of them. We also have several other options such as stop hash check. It's not good to check that box, because if the file contains the viruses, it will be downloaded with all the funny stuff it has in it, and it can damage a computer. So don't check the stop hash check box, just let it be. And we also have torrents content. It gives you still the size, the date, and the comments that we found, and so on, and the name. Be careful with the name of the torrents. Now we see the date and the time of our system, not of torrents. Now the number of files which are found in that torrent. So we have 3 files, but we can choose to download 2, 1, or none. So it's preferable to check all. So we take OK, check all of them and take OK. In advance there's nothing, cancel, and take OK, just take OK. We found out that a little file that we just choose is already in our torrents download session. So now it's downloading. It's at 0.0%. It's 1.5 megabyte, 1.13 megabyte. Now the status is downloading, and we are going to be waiting to see it go. Now we see it going forth to 4.1%. We have to wait till it reaches 100%, but progressively it downloads. That's the most important thing. Thanks to the size of the file, the download will be prompt and easy. So we're looking at something else. You see these files are stopped. I stopped them because I wanted to give priority to other files, so they can be stopped and played later on. So that one is downloading. It's a networking videos. It's downloading, and the other ones are stopped. So we can stop them, and we can decide to play them, just like we're doing with movies. Right now our file is already 35% gone into download, and now we see that we click that file and we decide to play it, and immediately it's playing. It starts downloading. That's the most amazing thing. It can still be stopped. That's the most amazing thing with torrents. We can choose what to download and what not to. We can even right click on them and take start. It starts downloading. Right click on it and take stop, and it stops downloading. We can even take pause to pause the file. So right now it's going up slowly, surely, and we're watching our little file, a 1 megabyte file, which is downloading. And now, and on the left side corner we have other options like downloading, completed, active. No, in completed we have videos which are already completed, which are download completed. Now so you see all of them are assigned the status finished. Now we go back and look at our little file, which is already 95% gone into download, and we'll realize that when it finishes downloading, it will disappear from there and appear in the completed part or tag of our download. So we'll go to completed and click, or clicking on completed to see the file, which that is it. That is a file which we just downloaded, but now it's still sending. So to stop the sending, we click on it and we choose stop. So it stops sending, and as it will be assigned the option finish. It will be assigned the option finished. So that's it, our file is finished. So we right click on it and take open content in folder to view the content of the downloaded file. So it takes us now to the windows in which, the location where the file was being downloaded into. That's in drive D or Utorrentz download, and now we have the file, a WinRAR file. So we'll double click on it to open it, and we watch the content. There it is. That's our executable file. So by double clicking that, we're gonna have what we want. It's not necessary now. Close everything, and we're done with the torrent download. So close all of that, and we go back to watch what our YouTube download has become of. Probably it's completed by now. Wow, that's it. We have download is complete, and information on the desktop. Check the Windows 98 installation on both 360p. So what are we going to do now that the download is completed? We're going to open the YouTube downloader window, which was minimized on our taskbar. So bring it up, click on it from the taskbar, and you look at it there. It's the Windows 98 installation file is 100% completed, and that's the most important thing at this point in time. We just close the window, and before closing, you should be mindful of the location in which you downloaded the file and the name of the file. So we'll go to my computer, we'll open drive D, which is wherein drive D YouTube, which is wherein we saved or downloaded our file. Try to reduce these sizes to make sure we have space, we have a good view. Okay, there it is. Good. So right now we see we're looking at how to install Windows 98. No, that's not it. The file name is Windows 98 installation, and that is it. Good. We double click on it to play it. You should be careful that these files are FLV files, and they can be played only with FLV players. So you need the FLV player to play those files. If you don't have an FLV player, you won't play the file. FLV stands for flash video, so you need a flash video player to be able to play that file. And that's it for the YouTube files, the YouTube downloads. Remember, we used a URL, the video's URL, to download that file. So that's it for YouTube downloads and Utorrentz. YouTube downloads and Utorrentz downloads. And right now we're going to look at another type of download, that is copying information from the internet into a Microsoft Office and saving them into our joystick, into our sticks, memory sticks, or commonly called flash or pen drives. So right now we're going to look at a particular site. Let me think of a site. Should I say Computer Hope? Computer Hope is a good site for computer learners. It's a good site. It gives good information. So we go to Computer Hope. There's an error there. It's Computer Hope. Yeah. M. Has to be an enter. Good. So we have this side which is open, and there, which is the first option, which is the computerhope.com. And now we have several options, but what interests us is something at the top, which good. We'll click on it and wait for it to load properly. So having in mind that it's loading, good, the site is open. It gives us its homepage, and which is full of several options. Now we can scroll into it to watch what they have today. Today's computer word, they say network, and they're giving us several tips about networks, internet, other examples of network devices, and we can find hubs, routers, switches, webcams, smartphones, consoles, and others, but that's not an audit. So we'll go to visitors favorites, and we'll get keyboard shortcuts. That's something we want to search about today. So on keyboard shortcuts, we want to find a way we can copy these informations and make sure they are found, or we have them in our sticks, in our pen drives or flash. As such, we have to know what's important. What's important here today is highlighting, copying, and pasting. That's what is important. So what are we highlighting? We're going to highlight, first of all, the text we see in the page. The text we see in a page is what we're going to be highlighting. We're not going to be mindful of those links. Those are links. That's why when I place my cursor, they're colored, because they are links. So if you copy them, you're not going to have them as links in Microsoft. But this is what is important. Shortcut keys, ABCs, that's the basic of shortcut keys. So highlight from there, write down, click, hold, and scroll. Right click, take copy, or use Ctrl C. Now you open Microsoft Word, Microsoft Office Word, and therein you paste your content. As simple as that. And there you have it all at your disposal. Everything that was in the Computer Hub page is now found in Microsoft Office. We can minimize that. We can minimize this and get something else. Let's get some other information from Computer Hub. So we minimize that. Minimize. After scrolling, we see shortcut keys, ABCs. So we minimize that. But before we minimize, we have to save. So to save into our joysticks, we go to Office button, take save, or you use Ctrl S on your keyboard. So to save, you should be mindful of the save location. Make sure your USB stick is attached to your computer. You choose removable disks, which is the default name of any USB stick attached to a computer. I mean any flash stick or pen drive attached to a computer. So scroll down, you look for a removable disk or the name of your pen drive and click on it. It will be opened, and that's it. You can now type the name, the file name, and you choose the save as type. So most often it's best to choose Word 97 2003 document, which is a doc file and which can open in Microsoft Office 2003 document application. So after choosing that, be mindful it's removable disk, you take save, and it saves directly into your joystick. So if you're in a cyber, you don't get confused. Say, where I downloaded, I copied, and I could not save because I didn't know what to do to put in my in my flash note, you save it directly in your stick, so when there's power failure you don't have any troubles. You just take out your stick and you leave, everything is already in it. Okay, that's for sake of power failure. So we're gonna have something else, Apple Macintosh shortcut keys. So we're gonna copy that too. We'll click at the top, hold, right click, hold, scroll, and then right click, take copy, or use Ctrl C on the keyboard, and go back to our Microsoft application and give some space and paste the information in. Just pasting, and that's it. We have a Apple Macintosh shortcut keys, and that is it. So we can equally save that, and that's it. So we close that. We'll close every application. Thank you for watching. We downloaded with YouTube, we downloaded with Utorrentz, and we were able to save into our pen drive, so that in case of power failure we won't say we don't have enough material. Thanks for watching. Meet you in my next edition. I'm NNE, your computer world wizard. Thank you very much, and see you in my next video.